to the field, the Smithville Warriors. Also welcome the Griffins from Winnetonka.
Hello, Warrior fans, and welcome to Week 9 of the 2020 high school football season. Tonight, we have a matchup of two 6-2 teams. Your Smithville Warriors are playing the Winnetonka Griffins. Smithville last week coming off an amazing win, 57-12 at Ruskin. Andrew Hedgecourt increases his season stats line to 1,387 passing yards and 14 touchdowns, with a 67.1% completion percentage and 173.4 passing yards per game. Last week, he had 225 yards and 2 passing touchdowns, one of which was to Hayden Sigg, the running back, who currently enters tonight with 471 yards, rushing and 7 touchdowns, and Caleb Dotnell with 394 yards and 8 touchdowns. And it's also due to his leading receivers, Rhett Foster, who comes in tonight with 613 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. Sam Calvert with 209 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Kelton Itchie with 349 yards and 2 touchdowns. And they're facing a very big Winnetonka offense. Their quarterback, Jovan Satterwhite, enters tonight with 1,392 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, a 56.1% completion percentage, and 174 passing yards per game. But he's also got 459 rushing yards and 6 rushing touchdowns. And his running back, Montre Moore, with 1,297 rushing yards and 15 touchdowns. And their leading receiver, Jason Essex, should be a very big game changer tonight. He enters tonight with 43 receptions for 729 yards and 12 receiving touchdowns, and averages a 91 yards per game receiving.
So, Eli, this is a pretty important game for both teams as it decides the first and second seed going into district week next week. So whoever wins tonight gets first seed and home field advantage throughout the district playoffs.
And as always, the captain for Smithville is number 78, Micah Palmer. And for Winnetonka, it looks like it is Satterwhite. So Jovan Satterwhite, the quarterback, is the captain for the Griffins.
So tonight, the Warriors have leading receiver back from an injury, as Rhett Foster did not play last week against Ruskin. So he is back tonight.
And it looks like the Warriors are going to get the ball to start off this game.
So it looks like Winnetonka has won the coin toss and is going to defer to the second half.
So kicking it off for Winnetonka is number 98, or number 96, Landon Hinkle. And Sam Calvert's going to take it out to start this game, and he will get down to the 25-yard line of the Warriors to start out this drive. And out comes Andrew Edgeworth and the Warriors offense. And they will start this drive at the Warrior 27-yard line.
So as we've seen all season, the Warriors have a throwing game and a running game. So that's a thing that the Winnetonka Griffins are going to have to defend against tonight.
As Hedgeworth is going to throw a pass that is going to be complete for for a loss of a yard. And that will put the ball back at the 25-yard line of the Warriors and bring up a 2nd and 11. So 3 men out wide. Hedgeworth is going to hand it off to his running back, Hayden Sigg, who's going to get stopped immediately for a loss of yardage. About a loss of 2 there. And that'll bring up 3rd and 13. So this first drive for the Warriors, they've 2 negative yardage plays, and that's not how you want to start off the game.
Yeah, the Warriors aren't really used to some talented defense, as they've had quite a few easy games the past couple weeks.
Yeah. And we knew coming into tonight that this game was going to be a shootout. Who's got the better defense? As Hedgeworth has 3 men out wide, and Sig is right behind him as he is in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to his right, and he's got Kelton Itchy for a first down, and he will get tackled at the 39-yard line. And that will move the chains for the Warriors on a very needed play there. What a catch by Kelton Itchy.
So the Warriors able to convert on a 3rd down to keep this drive going, as they had 2 negative plays to start the game.
So Hedgeworth is going to hand it off to Sig, who's going to get about 3 yards there 3 to 4 yards. And that'll bring up about a second and 6, second and 7. As we approach the under 10-minute mark to go in this first quarter, the score is still 0-0 on this last week of regular season football in Smithville at Warrior Stadium. Hedgecorth is going to hand it off to Sig again, who is not going to get very much there, maybe a yard. And he's going to get stopped right at the 45-yard line of the Warriors. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 4. So a gain of 3 there for the Warriors.
So it's a chilly night here in Smithville as we have the window closed from our end. It's around 45 degrees outside. Chilly game
It's like
for both teams.
it's 39. It's very low. As that pass is going to be completed to Cody Simoncic for a first down. But yeah, Kyle, very, very cold night. It's expected to drop into the late 30s. So the temperature might get down to 35 by the time this game's over. As Hedgecorth brings 3 men out wide and has Sig in the backfield. And he's going to hand off to Sig there, and Sig is going to get a hole and get about 6 there. Second and 5, so a gain of 5 there for Hayden Sig. Oh, looked like there was an offside. Looked like maybe they jumped off the line of scrimmage there. I'm surprised the refs didn't call that. As Hedgecorth hands it to Sig, and he's going to get very close to that yard marker. Maybe a yard short.
So another thing to notice is that there's actually a student section in the stands tonight, but it is only open to seniors, as you had to apply for a raffle and just hoping to get a raffle ticket so you could stand in the stands.
Yeah. Like we've been saying over these last couple weeks, now that they started to let the students in, it's really, the fans really have a major impact on these football players and, you know, the spirit of the game. And it's great to see them back. As Hayden Sig is going to get a first down, barging through this defense. So the Warriors have completed 3 needed third down conversions here. Three very needed third down conversions to keep this drive going. And they've taken 3 minutes. They've taken 5 minutes off the clock, so.
Yeah, the Smithville Warriors are pretty good at third down conversions, as you've seen. And they got a lot of weapons to look at. They got Sig, they got a lot of wide receivers that can catch the ball in tough situations.
And there goes Sig for about a gain of 3. They're going to mark him down at the 35-yard line, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So they'll mark him at the 33 as we approach 6.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. And so the Warriors are about to burn off 50% of the first quarter on this drive alone. Very good clock management here. Hedgecorth looking to his left.
And that'll be
He's
Cody
got Cody
Simoncic.
That's a first down. They're going to mark him a yard short. I apologize. I thought it was a first down. They're going to mark him a yard short there.
So we've seen 2 passes already tonight to Cody Simoncic. We haven't really seen him on the
Yeah.
offensive side of the ball this year.
Very great defensive player. He's got I think he's got 3 interceptions this year, or 2. As that has a handoff to Hayden Sig, and Hayden Sig is going to burst in the middle for a Warrior touchdown. What a play by Hayden Sig there. Hayden Sig just burst through that defensive line.
So that will bring Noah Schutz onto the field to kick the PAT, as he was like 6 for 6 last week, right?
Yeah, over these last 2 weeks, he's gotten 11 for 11 on extra points. I think I've calculated. I believe it's 11 for 11. So he's trying to go 12 for 12 here in 3 weeks. And that kick is good. And so the Warriors burn off 6:40 in the first quarter and take a 7-0 lead. So very great clock management there by Ambro in this Warriors offense.
So as you were saying, Hayden Sig is a very explosive running back. He was able to find those gaps and just take on hits after yardage, after the tackles, and after hits. So
Marcus Garza will kick it off for the Warriors here after that 6-minute 40-second drive to cap off the first quarter. Back deep is Jason Essex. Let's return this kick for the Griffins. And that kick is going to bounce and oh, did the Warriors get the football? Warriors got the football. So they muffed the return, and so the Warriors get the football back on the 22-yard line of the Griffins.
So the Griffin returner decided to just let it bounce, which took an awkward bounce right over his head where no one was standing, and then it looked like they couldn't get a body on top of the ball, and Smithville was able to find it.
There were like 5 guys in the area. It was like a scrum for the ball.
So Hedgecorth and his offense will come out onto the field for the second time tonight.
He's looking to his left. He's got Sam Calvert's going to take it inside the red zone down to about the 5-yard line, so that'll bring up a 1st and goal. So they're going to mark him down at the 8-yard line of the Griffins, and so that'll bring up a 1st and goal. So quick turn of events here for the Warriors. Winnetonka hasn't even touched the ball, and we've already burned off 7 minutes in the first quarter. As Hedgecorth is just going to hand it to Sig, and he's just going to get met at the line. And they're going to say that he reached the original line of scrimmage and gained nothing. So Smithville takes a timeout at 4:10. And Smithville is just completely just taking over the possession marker. Winnetonka hasn't even touched the ball, and we've burned 7 minutes and 50 seconds off the first quarter clock. So we will see what Ambrose and I believe the offensive coordinator is McCluskey. So we will see what they're going to call here on the 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line to try to make this a 2-possession lead after burning 8 minutes off the first quarter clock. After the muffed punt by Winnetonka. Or muffed kick return. Muffed kick return. So I believe if the Warriors win tonight, they're guaranteed home field advantage. Is that correct, Kyle?
Yeah, throughout the district. So all the way till the district final game. And that game will be played here if they keep winning. So that's huge for a football team to have home field advantage for playoffs. Just the atmosphere that your home field brings you just gives you a really different.
Yeah, and the fact that, we're slowly starting to get more students back in, it's going to be a game changer. As Hedgecorth is going to do a reverse, the Cody Simonski's got Rhett Foster wide open at the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
What an amazing catch
Philly
by Rhett.
special, number 3 on the year.
Amazing catch by Rhett Foster as he slipped in the end zone and was still able to make that catch. Slipped and fell and just caught the ball while he was sitting on the ground in the back of the end zone.
I tell you, I don't know how Ambrose does it, but this Philly special, keep this in the playbook for next year. They've completed 3 passes, 2 of which have been for touchdowns. As Schutz is trying to go 13 for 13 in these past 3 weeks. I don't know what his season mark is. That kick is good. So the Warriors take a 14-point lead.
Oh, looks like they're going to call a false start on the Warriors.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they called a false start. I apologize. I didn't see the marker on the field. Got a little jumpy there. So we will retry this extra point and see if Schutz can make it. This would be about a 32-yarder. So a 32-yard extra point. And Schutz puts it up. And that kick is no good.
The Warriors increase their lead 13-0 with 4 minutes 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
So Marcus Garza is going to kick it off for the Warriors here. And we'll see if Winnetonka can get the ball here. As Essex is back deep for the Griffins. Another short kick. A bounce. And be fielded. And that'll be taken out to about the 32, 33-yard line. And so out comes Jovan Satterwhite and the rest of this highly prolific Winnetonka offense. Their quarterback, Satterwhite, is a very dual-threat quarterback. Obviously, like we said earlier, he's passed for over 1,400 yards and 20 touchdowns, but he's also got 6 rushing yards, or 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. And they've got a top receiver in Jason Essex. He's a junior, a 3-star recruit, according to 24/7 Sports. And their running back, Montre Moore, has 1,300 rushing yards and 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. As that pass is going to be completed to Joseph Thomas, their other receiver. As we approach 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter, the Warriors are up 13-0. And Winnetonka is now just touching the football. As Satterwhite is going to hand it off to his running back, that is Montre Moore, who is going to get a first down. Oh, but there's a flag on the play, and so we will see what that is about.
And it looks like it's going to be on the Smithville Warriors, as we saw a lot of them shaking their heads. But if you're Winnetonka, you really need a touchdown on your first drive.
Yeah.
After
that
almost the
muffed,
whole first quarter gone.
That muffed. So it looks like it's going to be a holding on the Warriors.
From my angle, it kind of looked like a late hit maybe on a defensive.
Yeah, might have been a personal foul.
Yeah.
And so that will put the ball at the Warrior 39-yard line for the Griffins. So a huge gain there for this Griffins offense after, 8 minutes were taken off the clock for them to try to, get the ball. As Satterwhite has 3 men out wide, he's going to look. He's going to find his running back, Montre Moore, who's going to get a couple blockers. And it looks like he got the first down there. Cooper Zell forcing him out of bounds there. And that will stop the clock at 3:02. So they're going to mark him down at the Warrior 29-yard line. So Winnetonka is just rolling now to try to get points on this board before the first quarter ends. And they do get the ball in the second half, so Satterwhite is going to hand it off to Montre Moore, and he's going to get wrapped up there. That is Derek Boyd. As the clock ticks under 3 minutes in this first quarter. Satterwhite has 2 men out wide. Looking to his right, trying to find Essex, and he pushed off there on Caleb Donnell. But that pass is going to be overthrown and incomplete, and so that will bring up 3rd and 8. And that will stop the clock at 2:21 in this first quarter. And if, Winnetonka doesn't complete this, that's a 44-yard field goal to try to attempt. I see a kicking net, so they have a kicker, so they could try to attempt a 44-yard field goal here if they don't get the first down. And Satterwhite's just gonna take a QB sneak, and he's gonna get met there. There's Derek Boyd, Eli Knorr, and Cody Simoncic on that tackle, and he's not gonna get there. He's going to get a yard on that play. And so that'll bring up a 4th and 7 at the Warrior 26-yard line. So Winnetonka could go for this here, or they could try to attempt a 43-yard field goal with their kicker. As we are now under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter, and it looks like Winnetonka is going to go for it. They're going to bring 2 receivers out to the right. Donnell is going to be on Essex. And Satterwhite, Eli Norris coming after him. And that ball is going to be batted down and almost intercepted there. That was Derek Boyd. And so the Warriors force a turnover on downs and get a first and get the ball right back at their own 26-yard line with 1:31 to go in this first quarter, up by 13. And out comes Andrew Hedgecorth. And that ball is going to be handed off to, looks like Hayden Sig. It is a handoff to Sig, and it doesn't look like he got very much there. Might have lost a yard. And they're gonna say he didn't get anything. He got back to the original line of scrimmage, and so that'll just bring up a 2nd and 10 at the Warrior 26. As we are now about to reach the minute mark in this first quarter. The Warriors so far have had the ball for about 9 minutes in this first quarter. So great. About 10 minutes in this first quarter. So great clock management. You know, starting off that drive, it was about 7 minutes. As that is going to be a handoff to Hayden Sig, and he's just going to barrel. Just get some help from the line, and he's going to get a first down. And move the chains here. As we are now under 30 seconds in the first quarter, so the Warriors might just try to get one more playoff here before this first quarter ends. They're at their own 39-yard line, so, you know, the clock is on their side. Hedgecorth is just going to hand it off to Hayden Sig here, and he's going to get about a yard here, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
So the Warriors are able to score 2 touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, giving them a 13-point lead here at the end of the first quarter.
So like we said, great clock management. If the Warriors keep this clock management up, then Winnetonka is not, you know, obviously Winnetonka is not going to have that much time to score, and so that's going to really hurt them. Meanwhile, it's giving a great advantage to this Warriors team.
Yeah, football is one of those games where if you have the most possession, then you're most likely the team that wins. So football is all about a game of possession.
So both of these teams are 6-2. Last week, Smithville won 57-12 at Ruskin, but Winnetonka lost 75-41 to Harrisonville. So whoever wins this is probably going to get home field advantage in the districts. I don't know if Winnetonka would get it, but definitely if Smithville wins, they're going to get home field advantage here. And that will be a great thing because Smithville's going to have fans, and the more fans we have, you know, the more spirit we have. And that's just a great thing to see here at Smithville. The football team needs all the support they can get because they've had a great season so far.
So Hedgecorth is going to look for a receiver, but overthrows.
Threw it into traffic there. But obviously, you know, no matter what happens tonight, no matter if they win or lose, you know, this football team, a very young team, but they've stepped up and they've made some great plays. And, you know, it's been a really great season to watch so far and commentate. As Dawson Strickland is going to go out in a motion to the left, and so Hedgecorth is going to call a timeout here. He didn't like what he saw there. And so They're going to stop the clock at 11:57 to go in the second quarter. And Smithville's going to take their second timeout, which will leave them with one. But yeah, it's a great night for sports. Obviously, the Warriors are trying to get home field advantage here in districts. But also, in case you didn't know, Kyle, tonight's Game 3 of the World Series. The Rays are playing the Dodgers, and it's currently a 1-1 series. So good luck to both of those teams. They've had some great seasons. And so, in a couple minutes, we'll give you some score checks, and we'll see what's going on around the metro area. As Hedgecorth has 3 men out wide, he's going to look to his left, avoiding a sack. He's going to throw, and that is going to be caught by Kelton Nitchie for a first down. Another key third down conversion there for the Warriors offense. All right. So another key third down conversion there for this Warriors offense. And that'll bring up another first down and continue to just burn continue to burn time off the clock. Just preventing Winnetonka from even trying to touch the football.
So Hedgecorth is going to decide to take that one himself and is going to gain around a yard. So that will bring up a 2nd and 9. So Hedgecorth is going to roll out to his left and has Sam Calvert for a first down. And he'll be tackled out of bounds around the 35-yard line. So big pickup by Sam Calvert, the wide receiver.
So I'm going to give you some score checks here from what's going on around the metro. Park Hill is playing Ray Peck. No one's currently scored yet. Lee Summit West is leading 7-0 over Lee Summit North. Liberty North is up 6-0 against Blue Springs South. Liberty is beating North Kansas City right now, 14-0. Park Hill South is up against Central, 9-0. The dreaded Pirates of Platte County High School are currently leading Lansing, 7-0. Odessa is beating Harrisonville, 28-0. St. Pius X is beating Savannah, 14-0. And the Spoof Hounds of Maryville High School are currently beating Lafayette, 7-0.
So Hedgecorth finds Cody Simoncic.
Cody Simoncic's got some blocks there, and he's going to get a first down and take this inside the red zone.
So that'll be Cody's 3rd reception of the night.
It's great to see him on offense. When he's on offense, he can really be a game changer. But, like you were saying earlier, Kyle, yeah, Hedgecorth just has a bunch of receiving weapons here, and it's great. He's got Simoncic, Kelton Nitchie, Rhett Foster, Sam Calvert, Hayden Sig, Caleb Donnell plays, Aiden Morosky. And he's going to hand this off to Hayden Sig, and Hayden Sig is not going to get that much.
So someone who we've not seen much of tonight is Rhett Foster.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just taking a little easy on him since he got
out of concussion protocol a couple days ago.
Yeah, didn't want to take any chances last week.
Yeah.
So you could save him for the district playoff weeks.
Yeah, Rhett Foster might get a couple catches here, but yeah, like you were saying, Kyle, the coaches are probably going to save him some time. Obviously he caught that touchdown, though. That was his 9th of the year, I believe. Yep, his 9th. And there's a pass to Cody Simoncic, who's going to take this just short of the goal line, maybe the 2-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. But yeah, the coaches are going to take it easy on Rhett Foster. You know, he just got out of concussion protocol. He's healthy, but he's not 100%. And so they're going to try to save all that energy for the district playoffs when, you know, it's go big or go home.
So as we were talking about Platte City a couple of months ago, that Platte County football, their class actually got moved up this year to Class 5. So the Warriors won't have to worry about them this year in the district.
As Hayden Sig goes over the top for a Warrior touchdown. Proceed, Kyle. I apologize.
Just saying that the Warriors don't really have to worry about the Pirates this year in the district playoff rounds.
Yeah.
As they are Class 5 instead of Class 4. But going back, that was Hayden Sig's 2nd touchdown on the night.
That's his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. As Noah Schutz is going to try to go 13 for 14 here. Or 14 for 15. And that kick is good. So the Warriors take a 20-point lead here to start off the 2nd quarter. And once again, just great field management, or just great clock management by this Warriors offense and defense as well. You know, getting those quality stops to just let the offense just march right back out there and continue to burn precious time off the clock for the Griffins. So Marcus Garza will kick it off for the Warriors here. Let's give the ball right back to the Griffins. High kick. That'll be fielded at the 15-yard line. And that'll be taken out to about a 27-yard line. So a 17-yard return there for the Winnetonka Griffins. And out comes this Griffins offense.
For only the 2nd time tonight, Eli.
Yeah.
So that's super big. Just keep the other team's offense off the field as long as you can.
Mm-hmm. So Satterwhite is going to bring 2 men out wide. Essex is one of them. There's going to be a man in motion, and Montre Moore is going to get the carry. Get about 3 yards there. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 7. So 7:40 to go in this half. Winnetonka gets the ball back in the to start off the 2nd half. They're down 20. They're going to hand that off to Montre Moore, and Montre Moore is just going to push and try to get the first down, and he has it. Gets a couple more yards. And that is a first down for the Winnetonka offense. as Montre Moore is going to be in motion, and he's going to get the carry here and get about a couple yards, and he's still going. Going to be about 2 yards short of that goal of that first down marker. That'll bring up about a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 3. So both Essexes are out wide. Montre Moore is the running back, and Jovan Satterwhite, the quarterback, is in shotgun, and he's going to take a timeout here. He didn't like what he saw, and that will stop the clock at 6:14 to go in the second half, or in the second quarter. So Winnetonka takes their first timeout of the half.
You're fine.
And we are back. So Satterwhite has both Essexes in out wide. Montre Moore is in the backfield. Satterwhite is in the shotgun, and he's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw. That is Joseph Thomas on the catch for a Griffin first down, and that will move the chains, continue to move the chains on this Winnetonka offense. As we approach 6 minutes to go in this half, Smithville is up by 20 points. So they will mark Joe Thomas at the Warrior 39-yard line. Two men out to his left. Montre Moore is going to get the carry, and he's going to get about 6 or 7 there. And that'll bring up about a 2nd and 3. Correction, 5 yards on the carry. That'll bring up the 2nd and 5 at the Warrior 34-yard line. So Satterwhite has 2 men out to his left. John L. Essex is in motion, and he's going to hand that off to Montre Moore to try to get a first down, and he's going to get about a yard or 2 there and bring up a 3rd down. Gets a yard on the carry, and will be stopped at the Warrior 33-yard line. And so if Winnetonka, I don't know their kicker's range, but if they didn't get this, it'd be about a 51-yard field goal. I don't think they want to do that, so.
You don't see too many 50-yard field goals in high school football.
Well, Platte County.
Yeah, that's
County
true.
did a lot last year, but that was because their kicker had a lot of leg in range.
Yeah, they're all, I believe he's all-state kicker.
And there's Jason Essex with his first catch of the night, and that is a first down, and we'll move the chains. So Jason Essex, the junior, he's getting a lot of recognition right now. I was looking at 24/7 Sports, which is the recruiting website for all high school athletes. He's currently a 3-star recruit, and he's got four scholarship offers. So this Winnetonka offense, I believe 4 D1 commits. As that is going to be a handoff to Montre Moore, and he will get about a yard there. But yeah, I heard tonight that Winnetonka has 4 D1 commits. So this Winnetonka offense has a lot of future potential, perhaps.
Yeah, you normally don't see Winnetonka with like a 7-2 record or 6-2 record.
Yeah.
You normally see them losing record, but seems like they have a bunch
In
of
this
talent
game
this
right
year.
now, it's 20-0. I'd have thought by now Winnetonka was going to have put some points on the board, so this Warriors defense is doing a really great job on stopping them. As he's going to get sacked. That is Derek Boyd. Derek Boyd on the sack there. Satterwhite just gets swarmed. And that is a loss of 1 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Warriors. So 3rd and 10 from the Warrior 25-yard line. As Satterwhite is going to get swarmed again. Getting sacked. He had nowhere to go. Mason Krim was going after him and swarming him, and Satterwhite just had to take the sack as this Warriors defense comes up big and forces a 5-yard loss, and that'll bring up a 4th and 15 at the 30-yard line of the Warriors as we approach the 2-minute warning in this half. So normally you'd attempt a 47-yard field goal here, but Winnetonka is down by 20. And so, they're obviously going to try to go for it here. So it looks like Winnetonka is going to call a timeout here. That is their 2nd of the half. So each of these teams now have 1 timeout left. With 1:40 to go in this half, as Smithville currently has a 20-point lead. So the Warriors defense comes back out on this 4th and 15 play. They're going to try to get a stop here. And, possibly, just do a couple plays and then just knee out this clock and go into halftime with a 20-point lead. The ball's at the 30-yard line of the Warriors. So Satterwhite brings 4 men out wide. Empty backfield. He's in the shotgun all alone. And so takes the snap, looks to his left, and ball's out, intercept! Dropped. Satterwhite got swarmed again, and so this Warriors defense gets another turnover on downs, and the Warriors will get the ball back at the 30-yard line. And so with that, I turn it over to my broadcast partner, Kyle Corkle.
So Hedgeworth is going to find Dawson Strickland, who's going to be tackled out of bounds. And that'll be a first down by Dawson Strickland.
their own 23-yard line.
Hedgecorth is unable to complete his pass. Looks like intended receiver was Dawson Strickland again.
First down, incomplete. And second down, second and 10 for Smithville. 1 minute, 24 seconds left in the first half.
So Hedgecorth is going to hand it off to Sig, who gets hit hard around the 45-yard line, gaining a couple of yards. It looks like the Warriors will take their final timeout of the half. So with only 1 minute and 19 seconds left in this first half, it looks like Ambrose is going to try to get another touchdown here, making it a 27-point lead. So Hedgecorth is unable to find Kelton Nitchie on the sideline, so they'll bring up a 4th down. So we'll see if they decide to punt here. But it looks like they are going for it. And Hedgeworth is going to drop back here and punt it away. And that is going to take a good bounce. And the Griffins will take over around their own 14-yard line. So Griffins trying to get some points on the board before half expires.
Called against the Griffins. For Winnetonka. Ball from the 13-yard line after the penalty. Oh, correction, on the 8-yard line.
So there was a penalty on that punt, and that'll pin the Griffins on their own 8-yard line. So that'll be a handoff to Moore, who gets swarmed by a bunch of Warriors, maybe getting around 3 yards.
Yeah. Hey, where's the bathroom? I don't know.
So Satellite is going to run this one. And is not going to get many yards on that. Gabe Talley on the tackle. So Satellite is going to look for the first down and gets it with a gain of 5 yards. But that'll take us to the end of this first half. Warriors take an early 20-point lead on the Griffins. And the Warriors defense shuts them out.
Stream going.
Pretty good.
Good.
Yep.
Are you guys gonna be able to stream in playoff time?
Hopefully, I haven't been told otherwise.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I know there is a rule that
Yeah.
some point it's.
Misha TV is supposed to do all the playoff stuff, but I don't know with like yourself when it's a class and doing that stuff if
Yeah.
they're gonna allow that. I would hope so. Like I do streaming for St. Thomas,
Yeah.
but we're just doing it for just because of COVID and fair stuff like that. But it's not a class. Like it's just a
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm just.
I know, like 2 years ago when they made it to the semifinals, they had to get some special permission from Misha to be able to stream.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, yeah, you have to pay for it. Is this coming from that camera?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. And then you're just cropping it in.
Yeah.
That's great. And what video capture are you guys have the same? Are you using a Blackmagic or are you using the Elgato?
Yeah, we're using this Elgato game capture, but I also have a Cam Link, which does the same thing. Takes HDMI to USB for capture.
Okay, yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an Elgato brand. What? Okay, so the Elgato is used for this one.
No, this one is just USB. I use the Canon software, and I'm able to. So I window capture it. So this is.
Oh yeah, through the window.
Yeah.
And this is and what software is this? Remote Live View Window. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the USB.
Yeah, just USB.
And then the Elgato that's for your main camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that runs HDMI in there and then USB out to the computer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so that's HDMI into the Elgato, but USB into the
USB.
computer?
Yeah.
And is the quality still good? Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Last year we had
Yeah,
another HDMI coming out to the laptop,
Yeah.
and we didn't really know what that was for until we unplugged it and it was still working. So like, wait, we don't even need the out
See,
HDMI.
This is for power, not for video.
Yeah.
But you're
All right, Warrior fans, and while we're waiting for the second half to go on, we're going to give you a score check right now. The Dodgers are currently leading the Rays 4-0 at the top of the fourth inning. Like we said earlier, the series is tied 1-1. And a little bit of sports news for you guys. Antonio Brown is apparently signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Marcus Garza will kick it off. For the Warriors. To Winnetonka. Jason Essex will be back deep, and so will his brother, Jonell.
And that will roll out of the end zone. So the Winnetonka Griffins offense will come out onto the field trying to get some points on the board.
So Satterwhite has 2 men, and he's going to hand that out to Montre Moore, his running back. So 11:33 to go in this third quarter. Winnetonka is down by 20, and so they have to get some points on the board here if they want to try to advance to get in the lead here. So 2nd and 8 from the Griffin 22-yard line, and that's going to be a short pass out to his receiver, number 18, Titus Holmes. As a first down for the Griffins there. So Satterwhite has 2 men out wide, and he's going to hand that off to his running back, Montre Moore.
He's immediately met at the line of scrimmage by number 8, Zeke Weisner.
Zeke Weisner.
So Monte Moore in the backfield.
Satterwhite's going to take off and try to get the first down here, and it looks like he's going to be a yard short. And that'll take them down to the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line. So 3rd and 1 here for this Griffins offense.
Griffins needing to convert on this 3rd down just to get some momentum started here in the second half. Get some points on the board.
Thomas will go in motion. It's 2 men out to his right. They're both the Essex brothers, and it looks like he's going to hand it off to Montre Moore. Fooled the defense, fooled us, and got a first down for the Winnetonka Griffins.
So Satterwhite's going to hand it off to Montre Moore, who's tackled again by number 8, Zeke Weisner. So 2nd and 8 from the Warriors' 47-yard line. And the quarterback is going to get tackled immediately.
Saddleback keeping the ball. Tackled by number 44 there, Gordon Smithville. No gain on the play. Third down.
So 3rd and long here. Winnetonka trying to convert on another 3rd down in the same drive.
Oh, they're bringing pressure, and Satterwhite's just going to try to escape, and he's going to get about a yard short there. Pushed out of bounds by it looked like Dawson Strickland. Caleb Donnell on the stop there. So Satterwhite gets pressured and has to avoid the sack and get some yardage there. But it's not enough, and so the Griffins are going to try to convert on this 4th down here at the Warrior 41-yard line. Because attempting a 58-yard field goal would not be the answer. So Satterwhite has both of the Essex brothers out wide. He's got Montre Moore in his backfield, and he's going to try to go for a QB sneak, and he's going to get met at the line. That is Zeke Waisner and Dawson Strickland and Cooper Ezell.
So that'll be once again another turnover on downs here. 3rd turnover on downs by the Smithville Warriors and the Winnetonka Griffins.
Winnetonka had a pretty good drive there. They took about 4.5 minutes off the clock. But Smithville gets the ball back, and so out comes Hedgecorth. And Caleb, or is that Sig? Looks like Sig is going to remain in the backfield here, and he's going to get a couple holes, and he's going to get the 1st down and keep scampering out across Griffin territory and down to about the 43-yard line. Down at the 44. So the ball will be placed at the Griffin 44-yard line as Hedgecorth is just going to QB sneak it here, gets a hold, gets up the middle, and he keeps going for another Warrior 1st down.
So that's something we don't see out of Hedgecorth often. We don't see many designed plays for the quarterback to keep it. But it looks like McCluskey calls one there.
Yeah. I think he stopped with those running plays a little. I remember when I used to play with him in middle school, he'd take off and run a lot. Very, very dual threat quarterback. But yeah, he's got speed, so when they want to put a QB sneak in there, Hedgecorth will get it done. As they bring 2 men out wide, that is Kelton Nitchie and Rhett Foster, and Sig is going to go out in motion to the right, and he's going to pass to Sig, and Sig is going to get a hole, and the 1st down, and he's not down yet, and but there's a flag as he will get tackled at the 10-yard line, so inside the red zone, if the flag isn't against the Warriors. But it looks like it will be.
So once again, another amazing run by Hayden Sig, able to get more yards after contact, just able to stay up on his feet.
It looks like this one's coming back, and it is against the Warriors. So that big catch there by Hayden Sig, and that'll erase that, unfortunately. And that'll be a 1st and 16. At the 39-yard line of the Griffins. So right at the half mark of the 3rd quarter. The Warriors are up by 20 here.
So again, if the Warriors win tonight, they'll be 1st seed in the district playoffs and will gain home field advantage throughout it.
So 3 men out wide. Hedgecorth Fakes it to Sig, looks to his left, rolls out, and he's got Cody Simoncic. He's not down yet. Touchdown, Warriors!
Cody Simoncic with his
Just
fourth
bro-
reception
just
of the
broke
night
tackles.
and is able to walk the tightrope, more like run the tightrope, and is able to get in for the Warriors touchdown.
What a play. Cody Simoncic, you are amazing. You are amazing. So Noah Schutz comes out to attempt, I believe, his fourth extra point of the night. He's 2 for 3 so far. And that kick is low, but it is good. And so the Warriors advance their lead to 27 with 5:31 to go in the third quarter.
So Marcus Garza comes out with the Warriors special teams to kick this off.
So Garza will kick it off. High little kick. That'll be fielded at about the 10. And it looks like Essex ran into his own defender there. As running back. He ran right into his running back. Jason Essex, the extremely durable receiver, ran right into his own running back. And so what could have been great field position will put the Griffins at their own 19-yard line after the collision with Montre Moore. That's gotta hurt. So both Essexes, Jason and Jonell, are out wide as Jovan Satterwhite, the quarterback, is in the shotgun with his running back Montre Moore behind him. And they bring pressure again, and he's going to quick pass that out to his wide receiver, Jason Essex. That'll be about a gain of 5, gain of 6. Caleb Dano on the tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4, a 6-yard gain there on the catch by Jason Essex. As we approach 5 minutes in this third quarter, Smithville up by 27. So they bring a pressure. Gabe Talley goes right up the middle and tries to bring pressure, but they can...
Looks like he was able to get the first down there. Stepped right out of bounds on the first down marker, and they give it to him.
Derek Boyd on the tackle there. So the clock will stop at 4:36. As Winnetonka converts on this first down. They are now on their own 30-yard line. They're going to hand that off to the running back, Montre Moore, and he's going to get about 5 yards there. It looked like he wasn't quite down, and now he is. So gain of 5 there. So obviously, Kyle, we were expecting this to be a shootout, but the Warriors have used as much clock as they can and have taken this game to their advantage.
Yeah, they haven't really gave Winnetonka much chance to score here.
Yeah, Winnetonka, they're 0 for 2 on fourth down conversions.
Yeah, I believe
So
this
they
is
gotta
their
find a way.
third possession of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Satterwhite rolls out to his right, and he's got a receiver. That is number 1. Oh wait, no, that's him. He took off and ran with it. I apologize. He gets a first down there. So Satterwhite couldn't find a man, and so he decides to take it himself and get the first down there. And that'll move the chains for the Griffins and put them at their own 42-yard line as they continue this drive.
So Satellite pitches it to Monte Moore, who has a lot of room.
Montre Moore breaks in some tackles there, but Zeke Waisner gets him.
So Moore is able to pick up around 20 yards and the first down. And is going to keep this drive going with 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Now take them down to the Warrior 37-yard line. So Winnetonka, this is the farthest they've. I think this is the farthest they've got. Well, getting pretty far on that play. So Satterwhite is going to look for his receiver, but Mason Krim's pressuring, and so is Eli Norton. So Satterwhite just has to throw it, just has to trash it out of bounds, and so that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Stop the clock at 3:06 in this third quarter. So he has 4 men out, 3 men out wide, blocking tight end, and Satterwhite's going to look to his right. He's got his running back, Montre Moore, there. Get a couple yards, but they're gonna mark him out of bounds at about the 33 there. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Derek Boyd with the tackle there. 3rd and 6.
So another important third down for the Winnetonka Griffins. Really needing to convert, keep this drive alive, get some points on the board, give your team a chance.
So Satterwhite's going to try to hand it off to his running back, Montre Moore, and he's going to get met there. Oh, they got the ball! Cody Samantic has the ball! The Warriors get the ball!
So it looked like the ball came loose from Monte Moore.
Cody Samantic forced the fumble. He's having quite a night, Kyle.
Big plays on offense and on defense.
At their own 30-yard line. The Warriors will start this drive at their own 30-yard line with 2:53 left in the third quarter. The receivers out wide are Dawson Strickland, Kelton Nitchie, and Rhett Foster. And Sig is going to go out right. Hedgecorth is going to look to his right. Bobbled catch caught by Kelton Nitchie, and he's down for a first down. What a catch. And that will move the chains for the Warriors offense. Put them down at the 41-yard line. So, great catch by Kelton Nitchie. So, once again, 3 men out wide. Calvert's going to be a blocking back here. And they're going to hand this off to Sig, and he's going to get about a yard or two. Get stopped at about the 43. And And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning of the third quarter. Smithville's currently up 27-0, trying to get home field advantage in districts. This clock has just gone completely towards Smithville's way. Winnetonka hasn't been able to do very much. And this is a game of high octane offenses. I mean, both these teams came in with a 6-2 record, but Smithville's just used the clock to their advantage and just taken over this game. And Sig is going to get a couple of yards there. Maybe get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like he got anything, and so that'll bring up a 3rd and 8 at the 43-yard line of Smithville as the clock continues to tick towards a minute in this quarter as we approach the fourth quarter. Hedgecorth looking to his right. He's got Kelton Nitchie. That's a first down.
So the Warriors able to convert on a 3rd and long and keep these chains moving. And it looked like Kelton Nitchie was able to stay in bounds, which will keep the clock ticking.
It will mark him at the Winnetonka 41-yard line. So great pickup there by Kelton Nitchie getting into Winnetonka territory. So the Warriors might just run one more play, perhaps, and take this into the fourth quarter. Yeah, it looks like they're going to run a quick option here. Quick play. They're going to move Calvert out to left, and Calvert breaks a tackle. Calvert, he's got space, and that's a first down.
And that will most likely
stop the clock, perhaps, at the 27-yard line.
And that will take us to the end of this third quarter as the clock runs out.
So they do run the clock. So we are at the end of the third quarter. Approaching the fourth quarter. Smithville is currently up by 27, trying to gain home field advantage and bring this district to Warrior Stadium. So Hedgecorth is 3 men out wide. Sig is in the backfield. Calvert is going to motion out and become an eligible receiver. Hedgecorth is just going to... Oh, there's a flag, though. Wonder what that's about.
And that'll be a holding on the Warriors' offense.
Darn. Just
So
down that ball.
Push them back a couple yards, 10, 15.
Yikes. That sucks for the Warriors. That'll bring up a 1st and about 20, perhaps.
Maybe 1st and 25, maybe.
1st and 26. At the 44-yard line. So that pushed them back a while and basically took them out of field goal range should they try to attempt one. So the Warriors will have to make up for this if they want to put some more points on the board here. So Sig is in the backfield. Hedgecorth is in the shotgun. And he's looking to his right, avoiding the pressure. He's got Sig. Sig's got a hole. Sig's got a hole. He's got yards. That's a first down. What a play by Hayden Sig. Hayden Sig is a great receiver and a great asset to have when you have those long plays, because you just get some blocks in an open hole and Hayden Sig will just take it off and run it. And they will mark him down at the 16-yard line of the Griffins. So the Warriors are inside the red zone now. That's a great way to start off the fourth quarter. Converting a 1st and 26 and bringing up about, I don't know, I'd say 30-yard pickup. As Hedgecorth is going to hand that off to Sig. Sig's got a hole, gets a couple yards there. About a 2nd and 8. And that will take that down to the 14-yard line.
So as the weather gets colder and colder, the less passing plays you see, as a quarterback doesn't get much grip on a cold, hard ball.
Hayden Sig gets a couple more yards there. About a gain of 2. Correction, game of 5. That'll be a 3rd and 3 at the Griffin 9-yard line. So I'm checking to see what the weather here is. It's currently 39 degrees. So, yeah, we're in a freeze warning. So, yeah, it's going to be a very cold night. And, yeah, less passing plays, because the ball will freeze and get very hardened. And will be really harder to pass. Hedgecorth is going to roll out to his right. He's got Sam Calvert, and that's a touchdown! That's a Warrior touchdown! Unless, don't look like there's any flags on the play, and so that will be a touchdown for Sam Calvert. That's his 5th reception. That's his 5th receiving touchdown of the year. So Noah Schutz will attempt his 5th extra point of the night. He's 3 for 4 so far. Oh, but it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Try to make this a 35-point game. 2 men out to the right. And I believe that was a handoff to Simoncic, but they didn't get it. So the Warriors will take a 33-point lead here. So while we're here, we're going to give you another score check. The Dodgers scored another run, so it's currently 5-0 in the middle of the 5th inning against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Dodgers are trying to win another World Series to add to their long lineage of World Series titles. I believe that the last time the Dodgers won a World Series was 1989. Apologies, 1988. So the Dodgers are trying to win their first title in 32 years. So, we're rooting for them. I am. As it looks like there's going to be a new person out to kick this off. That's number 24. Kevin Flipchuk's going to kick this off for the Warriors. So it looks like Smithville might take a timeout here, perhaps. And they do. So, yeah. The Dodgers are trying to win their first World Series in 32 years. And, you know, you kind of want to see the Dodgers win after what happened to them in the last two World Series, is excluding last year, 2017 and 2018. In 2017, they went up against the Astros and the Red Sox, and both have been caught cheating. Both worked for the Astros. So, you know, we'll do some score checks from around the valley, or around the metro area, Metro Valley area, I guess. So we will bring those to you right now. Lee Summit West is currently beating LSN 21-0. Rockhurst over Blue Springs 28-13. Liberty North over Blue Springs South 34-3. Liberty over North Kansas City 20-7. Park Hill South is leading St. Central 49-0. Fort Osage is leading William Chrisman 27-25. Grandview is leading Oak Park 22-19. Staley over Lee Summit 21-14. Platte County is still leading 7-0 over Lansing. Odessa is beating Harrisonville 51-8. And at 14-all, it's the Spoof Hounds and Lafayette. Chillicothe over Benton 20-8 right now. As Jovan Satterwhite will come back out on the field for this Griffins offense, and he's going to take a QB sneak here. And it looks like he's going to get a couple of yards, about a 5-yard gain here. Oh. Satterwhite is going to look, scrambling. He's got looked like Weisner was coming after him. And he's just going to have to throw that away. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Griffins offense. And so by the looks of it, folks, Smithville is going to be the number 1 seed and host districts at Warrior Stadium. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 4 at the Griffin 49-yard line.
There'll be a handoff.
Montre Moore. That'll be a 1st down for the Griffins. Satterwhite's looking to his left, throwing it up, overthrows his receiver Jason Essex there. Ryan Weirs and Caleb Donnell were in coverage. And so that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the Warrior 35-yard line. As Satterwhite's going to throw that. Oh, it's caught! Oh, almost batted down there by Cooper Zell, but what a catch by the Griffins. What a catch. I don't know who that was, but Kylan Holmes with the catch there. And that'll move the chains dramatically for the Griffins, as they are now facing a 1st and goal on the 7-yard line of the Warriors. They are now inside the red zone for the first time tonight. What the heck?
And the Griffins are going to take their first time out of the half.
Appears our scoreboard is acting up there. I apologize. As Winnetonka takes a timeout here with 7:40 left in the game, with a 1st and goal at the Warriors 7-yard line.
So Satterwhite looks for a receiver and overthrows a receiver number 11.
Jason Essex. Not bringing up a 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
So the Griffins still looking for the first touchdown here.
And this Jason Essex kid, we were kind of thinking that, he's going to bring in some big yards here. He's a junior. He's a 3-star recruit, and he's got offers from K-State. Offered him last night. He has previous offers from Miami, Ohio. I don't know if Kentucky offered him, but he's got an interest from Kentucky. As Montre Moore is out of bounds on that touchdown that catch in the end zone, so that will not. I'll bring up a 3rd and goal. But yeah, Jason Essex, he has offers from K-State, Miami, Ohio, Iowa State, and Indiana. So this Winnetonka team's getting some pretty good recognition from the D1 level. They have 4 D1 commits. I don't know who the other 3 are, but Essex was the main topic coming into tonight. Was he going to have a lot of receiving yards? Currently leads all Kansas City receivers with receiving touchdowns with 12. Satterwhite has a flag, and he's just going to get tackled there. So we will see what this flag is about. Looks like it's an illegal shift on the Griffins offense, and so that will move them back a couple yards. Never mind, this penalty is declined, and so that'll bring up a 4th and 7, or 4th and goal at the 7-yard line. I apologize. With 7:15 to go in the game, Winnetonka, their first trip in the red zone. And we'll see if they will make the most of it, or if the Warriors will get the ball right back and try to advance this ball 93 yards and make this at least a 40-point game. It looks like Winnetonka is going to take a timeout here. So that will leave them with 1 timeout at 6:57. Oops. So the Griffins facing a fourth and goal here on the 7-yard line. We will see if they will make the most of it, or if the Warriors will get the ball right back. Satterwhite looking to his left. He's got Jason Essex bobbled! Incomplete! Caleb Donnell making a huge play on defense! Alright. So Hedgecorth comes back out on the field. This Warriors offense gets the ball at their own 7-yard line, and so they will have to advance 93 yards here to try to get a touchdown to make this a 40-point game. Essentially, they've already won the game, so Smithville's going to host Districts. As that is a handoff to Hayden Sig. For a couple yards. A gain of 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8 at the Warrior 9-yard line. And there's another handoff to Sig, and he's going to get about a yard there. Gain of 3. That'll take the ball out to the Warrior 12-yard line. As they just keep burning clock here. Essentially, they got a 33-point lead, so they can just burn as much clock as they want. Hedgecorth, looks to his right and tries to find Sam Calvert there. Incomplete, and so that'll bring up a 4th and 5. And so for the first time tonight, this Warriors offense will punt.
Looks like Kelton Nitchie will be the punter.
So Kelton Nitchie, this year's punter. Back deep at the 2. And I don't know who's returning it. It doesn't look like Winnetonka has somebody out to return. Oh, they do. Oh, they're just going to let that bounce. At the 38. Oh, keeps rolling. And that ball will be down at the 38-yard line of the Warriors. So Winnetonka gets the ball in Warrior territory. So about a 37-yard punt, metaphorically speaking, for Kelton Nitchie. They'll mark it as a 26-yard punt, but metaphorically a 37-yarder. That'll stop the clock at 5:04 in this game. So we will see if the Warriors defense can shut out this Winnetonka offense and send them home packing with no points on the board. As Satterwhite is going to have a man, as Montre Moore is in motion, he gets the carry. And he's going to take that to across the 30-yard line down to about the 27. So that'll be a gain of 6. Mark it as a gain of 4. The clock keeps ticking under 5 minutes in this game here. Smithville's up by 33. The game we predicted was going to be a shootout between these high-octane offenses has gone completely in Smithville's way, and Winnetonka has not been able to capitalize on anything. As Satterwhite is going to look perhaps to his left, goes to his right, goes across the middle. He's got Joe Thomas open. That's a Griffin first down. And so they're gonna try to run a quick. They're gonna run a quick play offense here, maybe. Clock ticking under 4 minutes here. So the Griffins get a 1st and goal here at the 8-yard line of the Warriors, and so we will see if they can try to hit pay dirt this time around. Sider White has 2 men out to his right, and he goes to Montre Moore, and Montre Moore gets a hole and is in for a Griffin touchdown. So Winnetonka gets to put some points on the board here. And that kick is good. So Winnetonka cuts the deficit to 26 for the Warriors here, but leave 3:38 on the clock. So we'll see if the Warriors can perhaps get another drive here. Try to get a touchdown to, cap off this regular season and get themselves prepared for districts. We don't know who they're going to face yet, but whoever it is, it's going to be a heck of a game.
I think there might be a slight possibility that Smithville will have a bye next week, considering they are 1st seed. But I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yep. So Cooper Zell will be back deep to return this kick for the Warriors after Winnetonka finally scores. And they're just going to try a squib kick here, and that'll be fielded at the 38-yard line. Excuse me, the 43-yard line there. That was like Dawson Strickland with the... Oh, I apologize. That was number 24, Kevin Flipchuck with their recovery. So it looks like the Warriors would get a bye week here. So, get a week to rest and relax, but also get that film, study that film for your opponent. Looks like Smithville is going to play whoever the 5 and 6 seed are.
Yeah, so right now the 5 and 6 seed is Lafayette and Excelsior Springs. So they play the winner of that game.
So Lafayette is losing right now to the Spoof Hounds. As Hedgecorth has 3 men out wide. He's going to hand it off to his running back, Hayden Sig, who's going to get... Oh! Breaks a tackle. Well, breaks a couple tackles there, but can't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a loss. That'll be a loss of 1 there, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 45-yard line. As we approach the 2-minute warning here, so we're going to check the scores right now. I know Lafayette's playing the Spoof Hounds, and I believe they're losing right now. Yep, Maryville scored a touchdown, make it 20-14 over Lafayette, and we'll see if Excelsior Springs, how their game is going. They're currently beating Pleasant Hill 7-0. So the Warriors are just going to try to take as much time off the clock as they can. You know, go for it, perhaps. You know, they've already got the win. It looks like they're going to take a timeout here. So Lafayette and Excelsior, the 5 and 6 seed, it appears.
So yeah, District 8 looks a little different this year with Smithville, Winnetonka, Savannah, Kearney, Lafayette from St. Joe, and then Excelsior Springs. So as we were talking about earlier, Platte County is not in our district anymore, or even our class 5 for football.
So out comes Hedgecorth. Looks like the Warriors might go for it here. Just, just cuz. You got a 26-point lead. You're going to districts. It's basically just what the heck here. Rhett Foster, Hayden Sig, Dawson Strickland, and Kelton Itchy are all out as receivers. Oh, nope. I beg your pardon. Hedgecorth is going to punt it. That was a great punt by Hedgecorth. That'll bounce at the 20. Keep bouncing. Get down to the 19-yard line. So, good punt by Hedgecorth.
No return by Winnetonka. It's 1st and 10. For the Griffins on their own, 18.
So, 1:06 to go in the game. And Winnetonka is at the 18-yard line. So they would have to go 82 yards to try to put, points up on this drive. Smithville's going to go to 7-2, and Winnetonka is going to fall to 6-3. As Satterwhite's just going to hand it off to Montre Moore here. Just continue to burn the clock. Clock will continue to tick here. And the clock keeps ticking in favor of the Warriors as it has all night. That's a great contributing factor to how they won this game tonight. They started off great. They had a 7-minute drive in the first quarter. Winnetonka didn't see the football until 4 minutes left in the first quarter. After that muffed field goal or muffed kickoff. So yeah, great clock management by the Warriors tonight. As Satterwhite's going to take a QB draw here, pitches it to his receiver that has John L. Essex, but there's a flag on the field, and that will stop the clock with 17 seconds in this game. And we will see what this is about. It's like the face mask against the defense, and so that'll be an automatic first down for this Griffins offense. And that will move the ball to the 46-yard line of the Griffins. So, So we are 17 seconds away from a great regular season from this Warriors offense, as Satterwhite is just going to try to go deep here to John L. Essex with Cooper Zell in coverage, and he just overthrows his receiver. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 with 10 seconds to go in this game. Smithville has had a great regular season so far. I mean, making up for the losses they had this season. Lost Spencer Miller at quarterback, Isaac Miller at running back, George Fisher, wide receiver, and then some key defensive players, Gunnar Swindell. Lost Evan Verholst at kicker. So yeah, this is a great young team, and I can't wait to see what they have in the coming year or two. So great job from this Warriors offense this year. Really proud of them. Satterwhite's going to try to find his receiver there, and that'll be bobbled and incomplete with Cody Simontic in coverage. 5 seconds left in this game.
So again, with this win, Smithville will get the first seed of the Suburban Blue District 8, getting them a bye week and home field advantage for the rest of the district playoffs. So the Warriors will play in 2 weeks. They will play the winner of the Lafayette and Excelsior game, which will happen next Friday.
Satterwhite, his clock is running, 000, and he's just going to throw that away, and the Warriors get a win here, folks. The Warriors obtain the number 1 seed in the district playoffs. And what a win it was for the Warriors. They advanced to 7-2. Winnetonka falls to 6-3. And from Warrior Stadium, I am Eli Bosley. My broadcast partner is Kyle Corkle. He's also our cameraman. Great job tonight, Kyle. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks at Warrior Stadium for the district playoffs. Smithville will either be playing Excelsior Springs or St. Joe Lafayette, and we will see you guys then. So we are signing off. Peace.